Hello everyone. 1 week passed and we're still in the construction site, as you can see. Just wanted to show you what we have done so far, and I'll start from the HVAC. So what I was talking about with the elbow and with the snap lock ducts, everything actually worked. We already installed the snap lock ducts. You can see they're really nice. It looks completely different than it was before. Before we had flex ducts hanging there, torn apart. They were really in a bad condition, and they were not suitable for the open ceiling project. Now everything looks organized, looks nice, and will function much better than it used to. So I want to show you how the elbows look like. So we sealed the elbows, we added, what are those called? Always forget. The diffusers, I guess, yeah? They added diffusers to them. The flow of the air can be easily controlled through the, with the diffuser. Actually, diffusers have something to block the airflow or open it completely. Now they're in an open position, I would say. And we also installed, as I mentioned before, I'm starting forgetting all the all the names for the parts. Dampers, yeah. So we have dampers installed also in the collars that goes to the duct, and we can control the airflow through the dampers. So, yeah. We have how many here? We have 2 snap lock ducts going to 2 different rooms, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 elbows on this side, and we have 2 more snap lock ducts on the other side with 2 or 3 elbows on the other side as well. So we're done with the HVAC. It's gonna look nice after we paint it in black, and it's gonna look seamless. Our lights are also ready. You can see they're hanging nicely from the ceiling. The ceiling in general looks very clean and looks organized. We removed all unnecessary cables from the ceiling, so it's almost ready. Again, we just need to paint it. The lights are, we decided to go with the warm temperature lights because I think with all the setup, moody style and classic setups here in this area, the warm lights will look beautiful. Okay. About flooring, we already ordered laminate, so on the floor we're gonna have laminate. I decided to go with a really dark color laminate because in my previous studio I had a brown wooden floor, and every time a light falls, because the position of my light is almost like either 45-degree angle down or above head type of lights that also looking down and hitting the floor, and the floor looks even brighter with the light falling and reflecting from the floor. So I need something darker. I made that decision from the very beginning, and we already ordered laminate for the area, for the main shooting area and for the reception area. Unfortunately, laminate that we got came in a different color. It is almost gray or light gray, which is not gonna be ideal for the studio, maybe good for home, but not good for the studio. As I mentioned, I need something darker. Since we're here in this area, I want to show you a new addition to our Boudoir studio setup, and that's going to be a baby grand piano. I believe everyone would love to be photographed with this specific setup because it's going to look amazing. I learned piano when when I was 7 years old. My mom sent me to these piano classes, and I absolutely hated my piano classes. I thought this is not for me, maybe because my teacher was very strict. She was a Russian lady with, you know, she was very what boss, I don't know. She was very strict. It's not exactly how we treat our kids here in the US. It was very painful year for me when I was 7 years old. So I don't remember anything from that year, but maybe something. Hold on. No, wrong one. Okay, maybe I shouldn't show my poor skills in playing piano. But this is a beautiful baby grand piano, and this is a very famous American brand, I believe. It's not super expensive. They produce more luxurious style and grand pianos. This is an average one, but it's perfect prop for photography because I can pose my subjects on the grand piano, leaning against grand piano. It's gonna look amazing. Okay, moving on. I want to talk about lights. I will continue talking about lights. So what we did, this room is not ready, but this is how it was before. Looks like hospital lights. These are fluorescent lights in the boxes, kind of like that you buy, and then that box gets installed in your drop ceiling. So instead of those old, nasty, color-changing fluorescent lights, we decided to go, be careful here, we decided to go with LED lights. They look more pleasing, they look aesthetically better looking lights. Also, we can control temperature of the lights. Right now they are adjusted to daylight. They're better quality lights, easier to install, looking much better than what we've had before. And again, you can change temperature. For example, in this area, this light is adjusted to warm colors, and we can change it later depending on what we want to get here. But maybe that's going to stay here to be balanced with the other lights in this area. All right, so what we have started doing here in the studio, we started building walls. If you look at the blue tape, that's the perimeter of our walls. So the wall is gonna start from here, go there, and another wall is here. This way we will block our reception area or our entrance from the studio. I don't want people to walk in and see what's happening in the studio because it's a boudoir photography studio, so everything should be private, okay? So we decided to build a wall to separate shooting area from the reception area, and which is why we're building the studs at the moment. Since it's a commercial property, we have to install metal studs, and they're a little bit more expensive, but they are durable. They will stay forever, I guess, and this unit already had metal studs, so we have to continue with whatever the unit has to match the entire structure, I believe. So, what else? We also changed the emergency lights. Are these emergency lights? Yeah. So these are also LED emergency lights. I chose black color because this setup is going to be darker. We also installed security cameras outside and inside, so we're safe right now with all the security cameras. We've done a lot. As I mentioned, it's been a week already. I just didn't want to show you guys all the little details and processes that are happening and show you what we actually did. And Red Bull, yeah. I'm against Red Bull drinks. I think they are not good for your health, so don't follow the guy who is recording this video. All right, let's walk to this area. We have lots of space to work on, but we've done a lot of electrical work here, and our handsome electrician is right here, who looks like Ben Affleck, doesn't he? So he's done a lot of work, and it's so many like what is it called? Huh? Light boxes. That's how you call it.
Which one?
The switches. So new switches were added, new
switches,
lights, outlets.
Yeah, the halo light. Everything is LED.
Yeah, everything is LED. So. Currently, he's working on lighting in this area. This is going to be our gallery wall. So we'll add prints over here, and ideally, I would love to have lights on the walls as well, but it's getting a little bit expensive and lots of work, so we'll see. Maybe we'll skip that part and do it later on. But we're doing installing the railing. I believe that's how you call it. But these are the railing with the lights that are going to go in them. And this is one of the solutions for to have more lights on the prints if you're working on the gallery. So they're going to be installed right in the middle of the ceiling and have one light, not one light, and have two lights on each side, kind of hitting each wall, or each print. So we can add as many as we want here. It's up to us and up to how many prints we're gonna have here. Another day I was sitting in Starbucks, and every time I go anywhere now, I look at the ceiling, I look at the walls to get inspirations, to get ideas. I look at the flooring to see what can be done here in this studio. But I noticed in Starbucks, they also had those railings and the lights that were hitting each print on the wall, and I believe there were 2 or 3 lights hitting one and the same print to illuminate the entire print. So we're not Starbucks, but at least one is going to be beneficial for the print. Okay.
I'm gonna clean up after my trash here. Okay, don't judge me, please.
Oh no, you.
Electrician's really fun.
There is no trash even. Okay, so another thing that, this is the emergency light, the original one. This is how it looks. And the one that I showed you, that's the new version of it, and it looks better, cleaner, nicer. These are the fluorescent lights. This is how they look without that diffusing panel on it. And we removed drop ceiling here, those ceiling tiles, just to do the electrical part here. And in general, they have to be replaced. We replaced already in other areas, but there are a lot of tiles and they all have to be replaced because I believe they've been here for 20 years, and the insulation here is also really bad. And I'm gonna show you how it looks. You will understand why it needs to be replaced. But when you're working on your own project, or you get into a building or a unit that you're planning to rent, You have to consider all that. You have to look at the ceiling. You have to analyze if this drop ceiling needs to be replaced, how long it's been there if it's been there for like 10 years, yes, it needs to be replaced, because as soon as you touch it, it just breaks apart. You can see right here, it's like a cookie, you know, you can just break it so easily. It's really bad. You can see the stains, so there was a leak probably somewhere, and it's just bad. And this is how the insulation looks like. Really horrible. And when you're replacing insulation, you have to be completely covered. You have to buy that astronaut type of costume. I have a picture of Eliar wearing that. And completely cover your body, completely cover your face, have a mask, something that you can breathe through to remove this insulation, because you don't want to get sick or get allergies and
Die.
hurt your health. Okay, not hurt your health.
Die.
And whatever, cut that off. Anyway, so still lots of work to do, as you can see. So it's just 10% of the project is done, probably 10, 20. What do you think, Mason?
About
25% of the project, or no? 10%?
according to my work, electrical, it's 70% done.
But in general,
In general, 50%.
50, I think it's less than that.
No,
I don't know how your plan is, but
We have cosmetics just after.
for the floors, walls,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's like-
floors,
and
walls,
everything is
ceiling.
50%. But the rest of it, I don't know.
Okay.
All that is your
Yeah.
fault, by the way.
Okay, 75% of the electrical is done. That's good news. I believe the rest is we're on probably 25-30%, because we're still building the walls, and that's a lot of work. Just the flooring will take us about a week probably to put the floor, maybe less, but I assume around that.
I'm doing this for 48 hours.
Yeah, sure. He always says that, but just to install cameras and everything, it took us half a day. So I believe installation of the flooring will take a lot of hours. But anyway, stay tuned. See how we suffer. See our pain in the next videos. And thank you so much for watching and being so supportive. Can't wait to show you the final results. See you next time. Believe in Boudoir.
What?
And everything crushed. Like, imagine. Boom. Okay.